Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. Finally got it to record the right direction. And, okay. Alright, yesterday, I had to take my sister to she's a veteran, so she goes to the VA. I had to take her up to the VA hospital. She had to have her gallbladder removed. She's doing really well, and here comes my cat gonna knock my stuff over. I'm kind of irritated with him this morning. I was gone all day yesterday, and he informed me, Mom, you were gone longer than all day. So, yeah, he's being a nuisance. Anyway, he's gonna come this way. Here he comes, being a nuisance. I'm having to hold my stuff so he doesn't knock over a pile. I do have a pile, Hobby Lobby clearance, Hobby Lobby on sale, you know. While after they took my sister in, I jetted down to Hobby Lobby. I thought they said, "Oh, come back by noon," and I left a little bit after 9 and went to Hobby Lobby, grabbed myself some lunch before I went back at noon, and they didn't even take her in until 12:30. I found that out later. Anyway, Hobby Lobby, you know, how can the day be ruined when you found stuff on clearance at Hobby Lobby? This is my cat, Trip. Say hello, Trip. I'm getting him off the desk. He'll come back, though. All right, because that cat loves me. You cannot tell me that animals don't love, that cats don't love. Okay, on to Hobby Lobby clearance. I went back, I went over to Christmas first. Wait a minute, I got to get my cat. Get down, Trip, down. This is going to be Trip show today. And I picked up a couple of these picks. I use these to fill in gaps in my Christmas tree. I have several, but I didn't have any of these white ones. Christmas was 40% off. So I got 2 of those. And here he comes again. He's really upsetting me. I already did this video once, and it loaded wrong, even though it said it was right. And I'm a little bit irritated with the cat because he did the very same thing last time. Okay, I'm going to start out with, there were clearance items everywhere. There were hidden clearance items. I found this hidden over in the ribbon. I was looking for some black ribbon, but I found this, and it was like regularly $4.99 clearance for $1.24. They don't really say clearance, they just say reduced. But so I got that because that'll be good on some cards. Paper Studio was 50% off, anything marked Paper Studio. And Christmas was 40% off. I got this stuff right here. Here my cat comes again. I'm sorry, I'm going to hurt this cat. He's being a turd. I got this to decorate cards. Sometimes when you're making a card, you know, where it meets, like back here. If you watch Christy Marcotte, she buys stuff from, I think, Love Lizzie, and it's really, really thin. This is almost like pinstriping on cards, but, you know, you just run a piece of that through there, and it gives it a little something extra. So I got that at $5.99, but half price would make it $2.99, I think. All right, envelopes. I'm going to do the envelopes because is Hobby Lobby getting out of the envelope business, because every envelope that they had was in the clearance aisle, and I picked up a lot of them, and there weren't very many left. And I went over into the envelope where they sell the envelopes, and there wasn't anything there. So I was kind of wondering, I think it's just crooked. I was kind of wondering if they weren't going to sell envelopes anymore, if they're going to change the style or the color or whatever. Anyway, these are the A9. Those are the great big ones. 50 of them, now these are just envelopes, 50 of them regularly, it says regularly $8.99, but on the inside it says $9.99. I don't know if you can see that, but their sticker says $8.99, reduced to $2.49. And these are good for paper bag cards or even a big tag or something like that. Okay. And then they had the A7s. I got this. This is a box of 100 envelopes, regularly $14.99, on clearance for $3.74. And there was a couple more packs that were 50, had 50 each. They were a little more expensive, just a little bit more. they were $1.99 on clearance. And that's just a little bit more expensive than buying the whole box of 100. So that makes, I have 200 of these now. And then I went on to the, I think these are these A2? I think these are A2 size. Anyway, there's only 24 of them in a pack, not 50. Now, they had one with this straight edge, like this, I guess. $1.24. They're all $1.24. And then they had 2 of them with the long flap. And I think that's a really long flap. But anyway, I've got 24, 48, what? 72 of those. And then I said, well, are they going to get out of, you know, cards and envelopes together? And they had, I bought white. I use a lot of craft cards and envelopes. And I don't really like the ivory. For some reason, the ivory, I do have some, but I don't like them. Anyway, these are the A2. Cards and envelopes, regularly $9.99, on clearance for $2.49. And I got 2 of those. I thought, probably for Christmas, I'll work on with some of the white. But I got 2 of those, so that means I've got 100 sets of those. I mean, good deal, right? But now I'm worried. Are they going to, is Paper Studio out of the envelope and card business? Okay, went over and looked at stamps. I had seen a couple of people saying there was clearance, you know. But every time I ever went to, like, Michael's has great clearance. I went to go my Michael's and they didn't have anything on clearance. Well, I was saying Hobby Lobby's having their clearance. Well, they are having their clearance. And I bought some stamps. I like to get sentiment stamps. These were Hampton Art, regularly $9.99, on clearance for $2.49. And these are like, they're not sentiment. Some of the words are fabulous, dream, you know, friend. I don't even know, I think it says love. But these are definitions. Definitions: smile, kind, love, friend, fabulous, memories, dream, and if you just want to stamp a great big old splotch of black or color on your card. But I thought you could stamp those and you could cut them out with a circle punch and then layer it and put it on a card. That would be really cute. And then these are sentiments, regularly $13.99, Stampendo's brand, for $3.49. That's, oh wow, that is such a good deal. You know, all different kinds of sentiments. You know, so I got those. And then I went over into the, you know, you can go crazy in the embossing folders and the dies. Well, I found one. I said, I just really want this. And when I show it to you, you'll know why. The arched window, it looks like an old cathedral. Regularly $22.99 on clearance for $5.74. I said, this is going home with me. I can't leave that behind. And I didn't. So I got that. All right. Then I went over into the cardstock and paper. I don't know. I've said it before, and I'll own it. I'm a paper addict. I love paper. I have an addiction to paper. It doesn't matter. If it's pretty, I want it. Sometimes if it's only mildly attractive, I want it. But anyway, I did get, as much as I say I don't like cream, I got cream because I do use a lot of the craft cards and envelopes, and this makes a really good liner for that. It just complements that. It's hard to find a cream that doesn't look yellow when it's put up against something else. It really is. And you know, the 65 pound, I could have got the heavyweight, but just to line something, I didn't really need it, and I don't normally use this cardstock as a card base. I can, now that I have all the envelopes that don't have any card bases with them. I could, and if you layer enough, you'll get a heavy card, but most people use 110 pound cardstock, I think, for card bases. Just to line something, you know, 65 pounds is only, what? Copy paper is 20 pounds, so it's like three and a quarter times the thickness of copy paper. Okay, so $5.99, it was 50% off, so I got it for $2.99, right? I don't know. I'm not very good at math. I wanted some gray. I use a lot of gray, especially this time of the year with the Halloween stuff. All different kinds of gray. There's 3 different. And I was trying to divide. I said 5 cards, 20 each. I couldn't even wrap my head around that. I said, is that Well, usually it's 5 of them or 10 because there's 50 in a pack, and I just couldn't even wrap my head around that. It was like, I was doing this just a little bit ago, and I said, what is that? Okay, you know, of course, 5 different colors, 28. 2 5s is 10, right? 100, there we go. I like that really dark gray, I really do. Anyway, $10.99, half of that, what is half of $10.99? See, I do not do math. $5.49. There we go. All right, so we got that. I have to move my cat again because he's on top of my stuff. All right. Then we went over to the Christmas paper. We, meaning me and the devil on my shoulder that says, go ahead, buy it. You don't have to eat this month. All right. I'd never seen this one. It may have been there. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 2021. So it was there last year. I had never seen it. Either that or I dismissed it out of hand that it wasn't Christmas paper because it wasn't over where they put the Christmas paper. A little expensive, $21.99. The most expensive item that I bought yesterday was this, but it clocked in at $10.99, so we're all good now. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful papers, I am telling you. I mean, it's like, just beautiful. My lighting is bad today because it's overcast. It's a little earlier in the morning, but it's overcast, and I just love this. Just so pretty. It's got that gold foiling. I don't even know if it's going to show up. And this I don't really care for. I could probably use it as a background, but if you don't like this, this is a heavy craft paper, so you could just use the back. You know, I don't even know what the weight of this is. It's probably 65 pounds. Okay, and this one I adore. I absolutely adore this page. See the little gold flecks in it. And see, it's like, this is where this comes in. If you know, it's got the gold flecks. And you could, if you put, you know, butted 2 of them against each other, you could put that in between them. You know, because it's the gold, you know, you know what I'm getting at. You're smart people. Okay. This one, don't like the gnomes. I don't like gnomes. I like these gnomes because they're not cutesy gnomes. These are pretty good gnomes. I'm just not a gnome person. The sweater, I have some of this somewhere else. Basically, you know, it's just like, what is that, cable knit? And then the deck the halls with the gold, some of the writings in gold. Love it. I love that. And this is, it's like, it's white. They're not really black. They're almost black. They're like a charcoal snowflake. A charcoal snowflake. This is like really, I'm like, what? Again, here's the back. And this is really pretty. It's got the gold. It's got the foiling in it. Yeah. Very pretty. And unusual greens, and I'll get back to that. There's unusual greens in this particular pad of paper. And pine trees with the gold every now and then. And then plain old plaid, but good background. And then this, I like this one too. It's the craft with the white snowflakes and the gold foiling. Just little flecks every now and then. And then this is shiplap behind with different, like the red berries and the pine. This I really like. Now these aren't pines. These are decorated, so those are Christmas trees. And it's adorable. I love that paper. When I saw it, I flipped through. You know how it's all together and you're going like this and flipping through it. It's like, yeah, okay, I want it. Don't like this very much. And this just says Merry Christmas without being red. I mean, without being gold. No gold in that one. Just Merry Christmas, plain and simple. This, I love this page. I love this page. I just love that page. Okay. And then just plaid. That's not too bad. Uh-oh. My cat's back. He almost knocked over my pile. And this one's got the gold foiling flecks in it too. That was a good one. I have to put my cat down again. Okay. All right. And then there was this one. I'll put this back up here because it distracts. I don't think I have Country Christmas. I have Vintage Christmas, but I don't think I have Country Christmas. This has a lot of the cutesy Santas, and the reds aren't really red, but I think maybe they're washed out just a little bit for that country vintage type of thing. But I already have Vintage Christmas, and it looks nothing like this. But the 8.5 by 11 is an awkward size sometimes to work with, especially when it's printed this way, like this way. If it were printed this way, you could cut it right down the center, fold it over, and use it as a card base. But when it's printed this way, you can't do that. It's printed vertical, not horizontal. But it's not too bad. But it's a very simple Christmas. And those are the Santas. Santas kind of creep me out every now and then, but these are pretty cutesy. It looks like it should be on that electric razor riding through shaving foam in the Christmas commercial. Yes, I like that, of course. That might end up on a Christmas card for my daughter. I think I have some others that actually have the truck and stuff. This, I love that. Green and red plaid with the white snowflakes. And then I love holly and pine. And it's got the shiplap in behind. And then again, cutesy. This, I don't even know about this. You might be able to salvage a barn. I'm just not really sure about some of that others. And see how washed out that red and that green is? This is not too bad. It looks like it's got stitching in between them. That's not too bad of a red right there. And I love the holly. And again, cutesy, whatever, milk cans with candy cane and poinsettias in them. That's not too bad for a background. The poinsettias are not bright red. They're a little washed out. The redeeming factor is it does have shiplap in behind. That's not too bad. Candy canes tied together with pine branches. And then this just looks like it's stitched together. Although that's a really pretty paisley, but that's not anywhere in here. Neither is this. So, anyway, got the Country Christmas. Now, they had cardstock, and I do have some red cardstock. I don't have any green. It's very hard to find a good Christmas green or a Christmas red. They did have packs of 100 of a couple of different color reds. It was all in with this Christmas paper. This was in a Christmas section. This one was not. This one came up as Paper Studio, which was 50% off. This one came up as Christmas because it's printed right there at only 40% off. But it's really hard to find those Christmas colors. Now, I found they had a pack of 100 in where this was all of this Christmas paper, and they a pack of 100 had, I think, 2 different color greens, 2 different color reds, and a white. And I'm thinking, they were, did you see the greens on this? The greens are kind of, they're falling into the teal and mint family. Where's that one? Where's that? That one right there, see? Kind of in the teal and the mint family. So, this one, and I have several of these, several with just kind of reds. I had red from, I think it was Michael's. This is the white core Paper Studio brand, Hobby Lobby, but there's several different ones. See, they even go down to having the burgundy in there. But there's several different colors of red, and you're bound to find one to match. There's a nice washed out red right there and right there that would match almost any paper that you could find that was just traditional Christmas. Now, I like this one so much that this is greens, but these greens are just a different color green, But some of these greens I'm hoping will match these. Let me zoom down there a little bit. That will match this, the odd greens in this. So I went ahead, instead of buying that great big, bright red Christmas, it was bright red and a little bit of muted red, bright green, like Crayola box red and Crayola box green. And then they had one step down a little bit lighter. And then they had white, but everybody's got white. But anyway, I'm kind of hoping, I haven't opened this yet, and I'm not going to do it in case I do not want to record my disappointment if nothing's going to work. But see this pale, like this color right there, it just looks like it's going, looks like it's going to go with some of that. So that's why I got this particular color. Anyway, that was my haul. I mean, I got Christmas, come back up, I got the this and got, you know, this stuff, that, which is not Christmas but can be used as Christmas, and then of course all of the multitude of card envelopes, cards and card bases, and then just plain old envelopes, you know. So it was a pretty satisfying shopping trip at Hobby Lobby. And I spent a total, with tax, including sales tax, I spent a total of $73.49. Much more than I would have liked to have spent at one time. But if I had gone yesterday and bought some stuff, and then gone back and bought some stuff, it probably would have totaled up the same. However, the second trip may not have yielded all of this clearance stuff. So I went ahead, bit the bullet, and did it. Anyway, that's my my Hobby Lobby trip, and I'll come back on here and show you whenever I make some projects. I hate it when people do a haul and you never see what they made with that stuff. It's like haul after haul after haul. Yes, they draw a lot of views, so we can go get it. But I like, are you going to create with it or not? Please, if you're going to buy your stuff, create with it. And I'm one to talk because I have tons of stuff. But I do every now and then pop out a project for y'all. So let's see what we can create, all right? Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.